Welcome to this video where I'm going to talk to you about how to test if your payments are working correctly. Now, firstly, let me say this, that the software has been coded and tested, so your payment should not have any issues whatsoever. However, I appreciate you may wish to test first before you go live, okay? So that's why we have obviously the test mode. So all I would suggest you do is you go and turn on test mode inside of your Stripe settings in the finance area here of your software. And then what I would do here is make sure it's on and then click show test credit cards. Then all you're going to do is copy and paste any of the credit card that you wish to. So I'm just going to take, say, this one here, this Visa ending 111111, like so. And then all I'm going to do is then go over, and what you want to do now is create yourself as a contact if you haven't already. So opt in or create yourself as a new contact. So click on contacts, and then I'm going to go here and just let's say this is me as a contact. And then all I'm going to do is come in here and click cards. I'm then going to do add a new contact card. I'm going to paste in the test number. I can put in any start or end date on there like so, as long as it's valid. And you can put in any CCV number, it doesn't matter. And we're going to click save card. That will do that in test mode because it's a test card. Again, just to be clear, the data you're seeing here is just a made-up email address. It's not a genuine email address, okay? So we haven't breached anything. Okay, so now we've done that. We've added the card. That means it's a valid card. Now, the next thing you'll need to do then is to actually set up a test payment. So what we can do here is go into programs. We can assign a new program. So what I suggest you do is you do a deposit program. Now, based on that, again, if you don't know what that is, please check the members area where I talk about deposits and how to take them. So what you're going to do here, I recommend you just do a £1 and you click take payment now. Okay, and this is a one-off payment for £1. Click repair payments. Oh, I just need to put in the description. I didn't do that. So again, if you're missing anything, it will tell you. Repair payment. It's going to take £1 now. Click process payment. And that should always go through no problem at all because it's a test card. Okay, so we have now one payment made and we can double check that for £1, like so. Okay, and that's a one-off payment, and we can view the payment should we wish to as well, and it gives us all the information there. And we can also do a refund should we wish to. So next thing to do now, I think, is to then obviously you would then test whether or not you could set up a reoccurring one. So what we're now going to do is set up here, come to assign new program. We're going to do payment plan. We are going to do not a recurring payment, but we're going to basically set up for two payments. So we're going to do £1, and we're going to call this first payment. Okay, and what you're going to do here is not take payment now, but you're going to take the payment tomorrow, like so. And again, that's that. Okay, so that's now going to take it. And I would suggest you perhaps set this at 1 minute past midnight or whatever, just so it's going to take it immediately as we hit that date. Okay, then you're going to add another payment schedule, okay, for payment 2, and you're going to do this as £1. You're not going to click take payment now, you're going to call this payment second payment, like so. And what you're going to do is put in the payment date here of the day after. And again, let's make the time 1 minute past 12. Okay. And then, once we've done that, so we now have one payment coming out tomorrow at midnight and one payment the day after for £1 each on a test card. Click prepare payments. You're then going to come in here, and again, this is just because it's in test mode here. That won't show anything 0. And then we're going to basically click process payment. That's now going to set up those two payments. So over the next 48 hours, you'll see a one-off payment go through for £1 because it's in payment pending, and then the following day, a one-off payment going through £1. Now, please ensure that you leave your account in test mode at this stage as you're testing the payments. If you turn it to live, then those payments will fail. You'll also get a notification that the email from us saying the payment failed. It's just because it's in test mode. That's why we say it's been failed. It doesn't actually failed. You'll be able to come in here and see that it's actually been successful. It just shows that as the standard default for test payments. Otherwise, you think you had money in when you haven't. Okay, so that's how you set up your test payments. And then once you're happy that it's all working fine, then you'll come back and obviously go into your Stripe settings and turn it to live to then have your live payments ready, and it's all working. But we have thoroughly tested the program to make sure you have no issues with taking payments through our payment partner, Stripe.